Hi everyone, I'm George and today we're going to talk about some new robots that I've created out of Lego. So first, we're going to start with the most interesting ones. We'll put all these guys off to the side. So we'll start with the most interesting ones, which are these guys. These are Furnace and Isis. They're kind of like birds, kind of like this. So they kind of fly around, and one has fire abilities and one have ice abilities. That's why they have this different color shade of red means the fire and blue means ice. And they have this cool yellow beak here. And what's really interesting about them is this here hip joint. This hip joint can actually combine them together and make a super big, well, not super big, but just really big, cool thing. So what we're gonna do is we take the tails off and we attach them together like this, red on top, blue on the bottom, and then you attach, what you would do is you attach these guys right here, although you do need to pull these wings back because they'll get in the way if you don't. I've found that problem. And then you just attach their combined tails right there. And here they are. And for the most part, I think it looks okay, but the problem is their wings just keep colliding, like I said, with each other when you do that. When you like combine them together. Like they kind of bump against each other. And another problem, well, that's it. That's kind of it for the problems. Now it's the really cool stuff arising, like really, really wild. Now, to start transforming them even more, you take this whole part, rotate it around, same with the Isis, and then you just strain this out. Actually, you have to just pull this here in first so that it looks like some kind of dragon head here, and then you just strain them out and you pull this here in and like this, and here you go, and you have some kind of dragon heads that look kind of like this. I would say it's kind of articulatable. It looks like a real dragon, although it doesn't have the wings. The thing is, it doesn't really look quite like a dragon unless you have wings. What you also can do for their final attack is you can make them open their mouth and do like a hammer or something like that. They clash onto their victim. So yes, it's really interesting. I think all of you really like it because like the transformation and their articulation. For articulation, you can rotate the head around 360, the body, although this here pops off pretty easily when you do that. And as you already saw, this here mouth can just open and close up. And yeah, so that's all the articulation you kind of get from these guys. They don't really look like dragons, but they do still have a quite interesting transformation. Now we're gonna look at Sword Snake. Sword Snake is kind of like this. It's kind of like a gun rather than a sword, although you can convert into a sword, kind of like this, but still he doesn't really look like a sword snake or anything. He really doesn't. And the only way he really looks like a sword is just this, which is his snake mode as well. And we're gonna be showing this guy in a minute so that he can combine with him. Really, how to transform it is just you fold this in, you fold this here in, and here's him in his like some kind of gunny sword mode here, and then you can transform it into a sword like this. You can just swing it around. Yeah. So you just do the exact opposite, unless you're combining. Well, actually, you just do a few things and you're done. So yeah, he's not the most. He's the most boring of the bunch. So I'm gonna put him off to the side, and we're gonna be reviewing this guy, which I mean it's gonna get hard to transform. This. And yeah, this is Wolf. This is Wolf here. It looks kind of like a wolf, and he has this cool tail thing right here that you can attach right here at his butt, and yeah, he looks wolfy. And you have this cool gimmick here, right here. This, I don't know what it is, but I think it's a cool gimmick that we'll show off in a minute. And for now, let's just take a look at him in his animal wolf mode. So, well, this wolf mode looks kind of interesting, just like a pouncing wolf would. It kind of looks interesting, but yes, it does have some problems. The problem is this is a little squat like a pouncing wolf would on its victim. It's not exactly gonna pounce, but it might. It just looks like a pouncing wolf that jumps and then kills its victim. So for articulation, these legs can spread out a bit more like he's running at something, although it looks more squat like this, so it's not really useful. The tail can move. The tail can kind of whip around to lash on or like gash or something, but you don't have to do that. The head, well, it can nod or it can shake its head or something like that, like it's wringing itself dry or something like that. And that's pretty much you can do in this mode. So now for the transformation, which is really cool, really cool. So what you do is you take this little thing here and you attach it into 3 pieces. 2 of them become feet and 1 of them becomes a head. So what you do, to transform it more, you just fold these legs down. You can keep this here if you want, but I think you have to take this off. So and then you fold the front legs down, and here's the upper torso mostly complete. Then you gotta fold this down. And yeah, he already looks like a robot mode, but there's still a couple more things you have to do. First, you have to attach these yellow parts right here to make feet, and then you need to attach this right here, and then you can attach this right here, and you can kind of do this, like he's whipping at something or something like that. And here he is in his robot mode, and his transformation is simple, but I like it because the detail just stands out. Like a lot of the other robots I built, their transformation is simple. There's a few flaws, like the articulation in the wolf mode is not like useful. Like the head nodding around or shaking around, it's not really useful. And you can do a running pose, but again, it's not very useful, and it makes it look more squat. So yes, but there's still one more interesting thing, which is you can use this like a whipping lash or like to whip, and then you can combine it with this guy, the snake sword guy. Now to do this, you just detach everything except these guys because they're gonna become wings, and then you attach it right here, and then you just attach it right here, which is just how it attaches. And then you turn these around, turn this around, and yeah, so this, and then this here just turns on, then this here just turns onto the head. And oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is that these guys just come out too easily. They're loose kinda. And then to make one more piece of armor, you just attach this right here, and you kind of have a cannon there, or something like that, or a whip that comes out from his arm. And yeah, not very fun. But he does have more articulation when he gets into this. Things you can do when you get into this combination, you can fly him around, like fly him around, and then his final attack is when you turn this around, fly him around, and then he whiplashes the enemy, kind of like that. So yeah, this is the end of the interview of my robots. They're kind of interesting, but the Taipan is one. The snake is one of the most boring of them all because he's kind of like boring, and just his transformation is a little too simple. Yeah, so that's the end of the interview. Bye.